Housemates.
Hello, welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. Sorry, I started the intro and then you guys had a real conversation and then it got awkward. We're back.
You're the only one here that's awkward.
I know, but there was an interesting conversation and I interrupted it with coming back to the show and I didn't mean to.
You know what else is interesting? Zombie trees.
Zombie trees are interesting.
Whoa. Here we are. Let's head into the zombie forest.
I take the total defense action and dodge the zombie trees.
There are no zombies in the forest.
I want to see Grimes' artwork of him
Neal's.
dancing between saplings, like with his amazing decks.
I'm ethereal with the dagger in one hand. I've got the crossbow in the other, so I get that bonus AC against missile attacks.
I say as we're walking through the forest, you guys ever see those plants that like capture flies and then digest them?
Yes.
Carnivorous plants? That sounds like a fairy tale.
No, they're pretty cool.
I wonder if that's kind of what's
about as
going
real
on
as
here.
ROUSs.
Those aren't real.
Maybe that's what this forest is doing. Is it dripping on us at all as we walk through it, Neal?
No.
No, maybe not then. Maybe it looks safe enough. All right. It's the bones you see. Like, do you think somebody put them there, or are they in all the trees, these bones?
That's what I was trying to sort out.
Walking through, you see many trees have bones, and now that you're in different places, some of them are very clearly just like skulls staring, looking out. Some are arm bones. There's like a hand that's grasping this thing that's been like tied to it.
What's tied to it?
I mean, like a hand has been like attached to a tree, and then like a little bit of string put around it so that the hand bones don't like fall off.
All right, so because I was thinking like have the trees absorb these people, but no, it's like somebody's definitely.
Someone has like
put them here.
put bones
Something.
in these trees. Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, maybe it's not the trees after all then. Let's keep going.
Is it the trees that are magic or the bones? The armor?
Is like, I have explained this before, but I can understand why you wouldn't comprehend. Is like field. Like, have you ever had compass, right? I pull out my compass. This always points north because field of energy, right, touches metal and it always faces same direction.
Yeah,
right?
that doesn't make any sense.
Is attuned to it. It's similar. Forest has field of magic. Is intermingling with other fields. Becomes
You mean like grass? Or corn or something?
So a compass is magic.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Clearly, yes. What else would you call magnetism?
What?
I'm sorry. Grimes, you said something about grass or corn. I don't know what
you said we were in a field?
Like a
tree
field,
Yes.
Like a tree
like
field?
field of grass, but instead of grass, magic all around you.
Oh, that actually makes some sense.
I lean into Ferris. That makes no sense. Right?
Is like magic grass.
Just humor him.
These.
Would it help?
So how do I consume this magic grass?
Glad you asked. I have here
From Colorado.
a bag of magic grass, and I believe with this pipe that I have obtained, you could attempt to get on my level.
Knock it off. We have much more important things to discuss here. So, for starters, this thing was tied to the tree, you said?
Yeah. It was. Tied with what now?
Was it just like one arm,
Twine.
or was there like more of a body there?
It was just like a specific hand. No, nothing else.
Isn't that a sign of Verasi?
Oh shit, you're right. That comes straight out of Dicing with Death.
Is it?
What about the arm bones? Are those signs of another god?
Well, I mean, all the bones.
The
are
left
kind of
shoulder is the sign
ominous
of
symbols
Martha.
of death.
Yeah, it's all kind of ominous, isn't it? Let's are we at the center? Let's keep going.
Okay. You push in to the forest.
So if people are being tied to these trees, does that mean that they were tied here to die?
How long
Maybe
is
we'll
it?
find out.
Quick, just thing. How long has it been since I was detecting magic? Because we had to go back and get Ferris and walk around for some reason.
A few minutes.
Okay.
Let's call it 5 minutes.
Then detect magic's still up. We could.
No, it's,
Neal, when
hang on. It's more than that because we walked all the way around to the east point of the
it's
forest.
been probably like an hour at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry,
right. Yeah, it's been a few hours. Yeah.
Okay, then detect magic is gone.
All right, so within the cover of the trees, there's no snow on the ground, just frozen dirt. The bark
Neal,
of the...
next time I see like a tied up thing, sorry to interrupt you here, but next time I see like anything tied to a tree, can you let me know so that I want to investigate that a little bit more?
Sure. So it was just that first hand that was tied. Most of these things are just placed. I will let you know when you come across another tie.
I want to know if it looks like something was tied here before the flesh melted off of it, in which case the twine would probably be looser, or if it looks like the bone itself was tied in and it's still like tight.
Give me a perception check. See if you can remember from the last thing that you walked past.
Yeah, sure. D20 plus 14. That is a pass.
Yeah, it was tied tightly.
Okay, so probably not like an execution ground then, like not people tied up in this forest to get melted by sap.
It's almost kind of worse though, isn't it?
Let's see. The bark of the trees is a deep crimson or violet, twisted and gnarled with spiky protrusions not typically found on trees of this kind. Many trees, especially those outside and nearer to the middle, which you're approaching, are decorated with bones, some grown over by the tree, some hanging on branches, some nesting in nooks. The forest is comprised entirely of elms and birches.
And a train.
And a train. Yes.
So to be clear then, we recognize them as elms and birches that have been changed more than just a unique species.
Yes.
I really wish I was 7th level.
As you make it to the center, you notice these very large branches coming out towards you of a great willow tree. It has these ridiculously large branches. You know, willows are not big trees, but this thing's got branches that run like 60, 80 feet out from the center, and they're actually propped up and supported when they look a little bit too big or heavier, like they'd be falling, by other small willow trees that have been grown up underneath to support the big branches of the large willow. Placed around the willow tree are 7 large stones. 4 of them are in a circle, north, south, east, west, near the center, about 30 feet out. Then another 2 are another 30 feet beyond that, and then the last one is another 10 feet beyond that.
Can you draw that, Neal?
Yes.
Do the placements of the stones look ritualistic in some way to me, or some kind of marking of occultism or occultism or like magic ritual? I don't know what ism that would be.
Sure.
Arcanism.
Let me just make a quick doodle,
yeah.
and I will answer happily. So then we've got...
So
should be a little bit farther.
The stones are arranged around a single tree, right?
Around a great willow tree.
Yeah. Are they within or underneath the canopy of this tree?
They are.
So we can't investigate them without stepping
going
under the...
Correct. Yarmir, to answer your question, can you give me an intelligence check? And I'll tell you how much you can
indeed. Give me just a moment to find my... You know what? I'm going to do this. You can ignore it for purposes of travel, but I just need it around.
Okay, that's fine.
Intelligence check. Just pure intelligence?
Pure
No
intelligence.
Okay. Nope.
Oh. Nasty.
That's a really bad roll, too. That's my best stat.
That is a terrible roll for you. Natural 4. So you're looking at these things. You notice that there are markers of the 7 major gods on them. That furthest out one on the far west is Falumbra. The top one is Tempos. The bottom one is Nadinus. The upper left one is Martha. The upper right one's Astaire. The lower right one's Verasi, and the lower left one's Malchus. But aside from those markings...
I vaguely recognize this. This looks like if there was a pole here and like a disc. There's one missing, isn't there? There's no stone here?
There's no stone there. But there are only 7 major gods.
Like, gods, right? And the pole, they turn the axis of the world thing, and he's got the discs.
There's only 7 major ones, though, I think.
Which one's missing?
No, I don't think there is one missing.
The winter gods.
Yeah, the winter gods got.
I think there is. Hold on, I need to find that. It's a wiki.
Is there any knowledge
Neil's
that's known about the
just
winter
said
gods,
this.
Neil?
Neil's just said the 7 major gods, right?
Yeah.
What do people know about like the old winter gods?
There's just rumors. Everyone has.
Does
Someone
anyone
has an
know-
idea. Some people don't have an idea. Some people say they were winter gods. Some people say they weren't winter gods.
Is there any like relatively concrete information that one of them might have been a major god?
No.
I go and walk up to the tree, the big tree, the willow tree. Is there? I hear elves live in trees. Is there a door?
Yeah, this is all feeling very elven to me.
No, there's no door. But there is a circle in the earth around the willow tree.
What do you mean a circle in the earth?
There's like a line. Not something fancy or ritualistic. It's as if someone dug like a pick, or like put a pick in the ground and just walked around the tree in a circle. It's just kind of like a line in the circle around the tree.
Have I stepped past the line yet?
You have not yet.
Okay.
What is this one?
Which one? I'm sorry, I didn't see what you pinged.
This one?
That is
Falumbra.
Falumbra.
Okay, Falumbra's not on here. Okay, I guess I'm wrong.
She should be the top one.
Tempos is at the top. Tempo.
Oh, on the image that you're talking about.
Medina,
That's like the cosmology or whatever.
Star, Verossi, Martha, Malchus.
Yeah, Falumbra takes the embodiment of the moon, so she kind of circles around all the other gods. Everyone else is like relatively still in space and time, but Illumis and Falumbra cruise about.
I guess it's just coincidental.
So is there like a stone or something in the ground?
No, just these 7 big ones.
No. Okay. Well, I want to pick some dirt up and like throw it over the circle.
Sure, you can dig some dirt up with your weapon or something, because it's a frozen ground. So you chip away at the ground, get a handful of frozen dirt, and toss it over the circle, and it just kind of thuds on the other side gently.
I use my sword to break the circle.
Break it as you cross it, or like break the line physically, like dismantle the line.
Like put a line perpendicular through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is done.
What do you
Can
make of
I,
this, Yaramir?
I think
Can
you
I
should try
cast-
stepping over it.
Can I cast Detect Magic again?
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea.
Use my other Detect Magic spell for today. What do I see here?
You see that the center willow tree has a separate aura of magic around it.
Okay.
Let me look at the school for you. It is an alteration aura that kind of comes from the center tree and moves out to about the area where that line was, that William is now kind of like crossing with his sword and making a mark through.
Okay. I guess I kind of, as he does that, kind of give a cautionary, like, I would not cross that line as of yet, William. Seems Seems you are about near a field of alteration magic. Is it? Do I get a intensity?
It is going to be moderate.
So in relative intensity, it is actually less intense than the magic in just the trees in general.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. I want to, for the first time in a while, go to my bones. And I just kind of set them up, and I want to ask them, are we in the presence of evil?
Okay. You set up your bones and begin to cast them. What is your check? Ryan?
Are we in the center of the woods?
I believe it's
Yeah,
14.
more or
Let
less.
me double check for you. No, it is 12.
Okay. You go to cast your bones, but you are interrupted in this casting by the sound of an exclaimed William. William, make me a saving throw versus spell.
Your hags woke up then, has it now? 14.
Is that
Yes,
Yes.
that is a pass.
Boom.
wow. All right. So you feel this something on your right foot. And as you look down, one of the roots is kind of twisting up and starting to wrap around your foot. And you pull your foot back just in time before the root like binds you to the earth itself. And in the process, you disturb Yaramir, and his ritualizing stones are ruined.
Tree's alive, guys. It looks, is there any more roots growing out of it? Does it seem to be moving in any other way?
Yeah, you're starting to see roots reach out and kind of peek up like hands from the ground out of the base of the willow.
Let's leave.
Really?
So backing away into the rest of the forest, are there roots? Are they roots coming up anywhere other than the willow?
No.
Do you want to kill a tree or do you want to leave?
Excuse me.
I mean, I guess there's unlikely to be any treasure here. But maybe there is treasure. Maybe the tree's collecting the treasure of all the people it's killed. I take a swipe at the roots that tried to grab me with my sword.
Give me a roll to hit.
William, you're turning senile.
22.
You clip the root with your sword. Give me the roll for damage.
Just remind myself.
D plus 5 or something ridiculous like that. 7.
14.
You hack the root off, and it's like writhes a little bit and then recedes into the earth. But with that, one of the branches of the willow begins to like come down towards you with an 18 to hit you.
I think that's just a hit, yeah.
It does hit though. Okay.
Yeah, it hits, yeah.
The thick willow branch bowls into you for 6 points of damage, coming from above and slightly to the side, knocking you to the ground and giving you a hairline fraction in your clavicle.
Ow! All right. I mean, if we're not in combat, I get up and back away.
Okay. You take a few steps back.
What's the rest of my, heroic party doing?
Ferris is kind of watching you and just kind of says,
I guess I'm really, really distracted by all this because I'm unable to cast the bones. So I guess I'm just like staring enraptured at your amazing performance against these roots.
Thank you.
I think I might be like mentally serenading you, like I've got no roots. I don't know.
William, I don't think this tree has any treasure. I don't think it has anything that we need. Perhaps we should just leave it be.
Can I get perception checks after that statement?
I've got a crossbow bolt knocked, by the way.
There is
That's
very
a
few
32.
problems in my life that have not been solved by swinging a sword.
So you all are beginning to realize that these trees are starting to move. Their branches
The
are
ones
beginning
that-
to
not just the willow.
not just the willow. The other trees are starting to move now. Their branches are slightly shifting, and the roots are slightly moving.
You pissed them off, William.
We get the classic, fly, you fools! And then we run to the edge of the forest.
Are we running?
I mean, it sounds like Faris is.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm not pissing off the forest full of
Grimes is
trees.
ready to run too. So I was backing away into the woods, and if Ferris goes running, I turn and run with him.
I look to Yaramir and sheathe my sword.
You're very calm and collected for somebody who's standing in the forest full of like slowly animating trees.
So Grimes is leaving the woods. Ferris is leaving the woods. William's like, Yaramir, should we go yet? And Yaramir's like,
I have thought, William. Let me experiment for a moment. And I gather up my bones, and I take out a bag of powdered silver, and I ask you to taste it. Like I give you like a bit to eat. And I begin walking around you in a 10-foot circle. And I begin laying salt on the ground.
you
and
will be
apparently I just-
interrupted in the middle of this process.
This is a casting time that's really fast.
Yeah. So I'll stop after running for a minute or so.
Let me see.
But I think this stuff is.
Yeah, this has casting time 3. So apparently I can build a 15-foot circle really fucking fast. Or 10
I mean, it is a minute-long round.
Yeah. Sure.
I begin drawing out a circle in silver, and the runes on the ground kind of around us begin sorry, begin kind of taking the shape of Raluna around us. What the fuck is in my throat? Sorry. They begin shaping the shape of Falumbra around us, and like a silvery sphere kind of shoots up around us in a 10-foot radius around, or I mean, excuse me, yeah, a 10-foot radius around William, and I stand in it as we are protected from evil. I say, William, I have a feeling it is possible the roots cannot attack us here.
What spell have you just cast?
Protection from evil. 10-foot
Have
radius.
this? Oh my god, you do.
All right, I saw Drawn look around cautiously at the forest.
I do kind of grab your sword hand since you unsheath it, and I say, do not make melee attack. Spells, yes. Potentially arrows. We cannot physically strike out at evil or protection fades.
So,
shoot my
meanwhile,
sword.
some hundreds of yards away,
Comparison.
Grimes slows down. Are the trees here still animating? Like now that we've cleared some distance from the willow? Like I slow down to take stock. Are the
As
trees
you're
around me
going
moving?
forward, the trees in front of you don't seem to be moving. But then when you stop
then I
and
stop,
look
I look
behind,
back.
it looks like they're kind of animating in like a following you.
Following us. And
Yeah.
William and Yaramir are not. We've lost sight of them.
They're a minute
So I
behind you in the
stop.
woods
I look
somewhere.
to Ferris. Should we wait for them? Are they dead?
I doubt they're dead already. William's not going to go down that quickly, but should we? I don't know if waiting is a good idea as we see like the trees starting to like grow closer. I think we need to leave, Grimes.
Yeah, you don't need to ask me twice. I guess we keep fleeing.
Yeah, we bolt for the edge of the woods. They can figure out their shit. They're in the
Okay.
middle.
The two of you bolt, the trees kind of ripple in your wake, but you move faster than their animation, and you make it out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the wall, I guess, and just kind of like watch from the wall.
Inside the woods are William and Yaramir.
I'm
And
trusting in Yaramir's magic here.
we'll figure out what happens to William Yaramir when we come back from our break. See you guys on the other side. Bye.